Imagine waking up to find your home destroyed and your city under siege. That's the reality for thousands in Gaza City this week, as over 300 homes have been reduced to rubble in a matter of hours. But that's just one of the major headlines making waves around the world today. Let's break down the top stories for August 14, 2025. First up, the latest from Gaza. The Israeli military launched a series of airstrikes overnight, targeting what they described as militant infrastructure. But on the ground, the devastation is staggering. Families are sifting through debris, searching for loved ones and any belongings they can salvage. Officials report that dozens have lost their lives, and humanitarian organizations are calling for an immediate ceasefire. The world is watching closely, with leaders from the UN and EU urging restraint and renewed peace talks. Switching gears to the US, the Midwest is facing its own crisis record-breaking heat. Cities like Chicago and St. Louis are sweltering under temperatures well above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Power grids are under strain, and officials are opening emergency cooling centers as hospitals report a spike in heat-related illnesses. Scientists warn that extreme weather like this is becoming the new normal, and climate action is more urgent than ever. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., lawmakers are locked in heated debate over new AI regulations. The proposed bill aims to place strict limits on facial recognition technology and automated decision-making. Proponents say it's about protecting privacy and preventing bias, while critics fear it could stifle innovation and competitiveness. With tech companies pouring millions into lobbying efforts, the outcome is far from certain. Over in Europe, there's a glimmer of good news. After weeks of negotiation, leaders have reached a deal to ease migration pressures at the borders. The agreement will boost funding for shelters and speed up asylum processing, offering hope to thousands stuck in limbo. It's not a perfect solution, but for many families it's the first step towards stability and safety. On the economic front, global markets are reacting to new inflation numbers out of China. The data shows a sharp uptick in consumer prices, raising fresh fears about supply chain disruptions and the ripple effects on worldwide growth. Investors are bracing for volatility, and central banks are signaling possible rate hikes in the coming months. And finally, a quick look at sports. The U.S. women's soccer team has advanced to the World Cup semifinals after a dramatic penalty shootout win over Brazil. The victory has sparked celebrations across the country, and the team is now one match away from a shot at the championship. So, that's a quick rundown of the top headlines on August 14, 2025. From conflict zones to climate crises, and from the halls of Congress to the soccer pitch, the world is changing fast. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to stay informed with clear, balanced updates, don't forget to subscribe. And let me know in the comments which story you want to hear more about. Stay safe and see you next time.